Over 2600 years ago, in the Himalayan foothills of present-day Nepal, something extraordinary happened. In the sacred grove of Lumbini, beneath a blooming Ashoka tree, a child was born, Siddhartha Gautama, the one who would become the Buddha. Siddhartha was born into a peaceful, yet deeply spiritual world. His father, King Suddhodana, ruled the small but flourishing Sakya kingdom of Kapilvastu, tucked away between the mighty kingdoms of Kaushal and Magadha. Though small, the kingdom was stable, respected, and rich in culture and wisdom. His mother, Queen Mahamaya, was the princess of the nearby Kolya kingdom of Devdaha. But the story of Siddhartha's birth does not begin in Lumbini. It begins far beyond the earth, in the celestial realm of Tushita heaven, as per the ancient Buddhist texts. Before his birth, Siddhartha was a bodhisattva, one who had vowed to attain enlightenment for the sake of all beings. Over countless lifetimes, he had nurtured wisdom, compassion, and patience, preparing for his final journey. When the time was right, he looked down from the Tushita heaven and asked, was the world ready? Was the land fertile for truth? Were his future parents pure of heart? When all the answers aligned, he chose Queen Mahamaya and King Suddhodana. At the stroke of midnight, Queen Mahamaya had a dream unlike any other. A radiant white elephant with 6 tusks descended from the heavens, circled her 3 times, and gently entered her womb. That same night, she dreamt of flying through the skies, climbing a great mountain, and being honored by countless people. The next morning, she shared her dreams with King Suddhodana, who immediately summoned the astrologers to interpret her dream. Their message was clear. This child would be no ordinary prince. If he chose to stay in the world, he would become a universal monarch, a great ruler. But if he renounced the world and became an ascetic, he would become a Buddha, a fully enlightened being. According to Sakyan tradition, Mahamaya traveled to her parental home in Devdaha to give birth. Along the way, she stopped to rest in the serene and blooming Lumbini grove, filled with blossoming trees and birdsong. She took bath in the cool waters of the Pushkarini pond nearby. There, while standing under the shade of a flowering Ashoka tree, she gave birth, holding a branch with one hand, calm and serene. Celestial music filled the air, and divine beings gathered in wonder. It is said that even Saka, the king of gods, descended from heaven to receive the newborn prince. And then something even more astonishing took place. The infant prince stood up, took 7 steps, and with each step, a lotus bloomed beneath his feet. He looked to the 4 directions, north, south, east, and west, and made a proclamation that echoed through the heavens. This is my final birth. I will not be born again. The universe rejoiced, and divine beings celebrated the arrival of one who would guide humanity out of the endless cycle of suffering. The joyful procession returned to Kapilvastu, where the kingdom celebrated with music, gifts, and blessings. On the 5th day, the court astrologers gathered for the naming ceremony. The child was named Siddhartha, which means the one who fulfills every wish. But soon, joy gave way to sorrow. Just 7 days after giving birth, Queen Mahamaya passed away. Her departure, though deeply mourned, was not unexpected. It was seen not as a tragedy, but as a part of divine pattern. The fate shared by the mothers of all Buddhas. Siddhartha was then raised by her younger sister, Mahaprajapati Gautami, who loved and nurtured him as her own son. Years later, she would become the first woman ordained into the Buddhist monastic order, the Sangha. And so, the journey of Siddhartha began. This was no ordinary birth. It was dawn of a great awakening, one that would light the path for generations, across cultures and centuries. The Buddha had been born, and the world would never be the same again. Explore the incredible life of Siddhartha Gautama, the prince who became the Buddha. This book brings you his story, his teachings, and real life lessons filled with timeless wisdom. It's easy to follow and deeply inspiring. Get your copy now. Just click the link in the description or in the pinned comment below.